What's going on, guys? Zephyrnix here. So a lot of you already know Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The first episode finally came out. They gave us a sneak peek recently. By us, I mean everyone who actually saw it a few hours ago. And my thoughts on it. Now, first and foremost, I gotta say, the minute that I actually saw the intro, I was already turned off. I mean, look at this. Okay, oops, sorry. I was going to show you the theme here. Unfortunately, what happened was is my original video was actually blocked wall to wide, so I couldn't show you it here. Pussy move, but okay, fine. But if you follow the link below, there's actually a link there that will actually go ahead and take you to the actual opening of the theme song. So there you go. See what I mean? It's almost as if there's some old white guys in suits sitting in an office somewhere trying to decide like rap music just makes everything better. That's what they think, and it doesn't. Anyway, though, I mean, it's a very decent cartoon. I mean, I did have a problem with the origin story. I mean, the original source for the origin story is a lot better than what it is now. The original source basically is like this. There was two ninjas from the same clan, Oroku Nagi and Hamato Yoshi. Now, what happened was is Oroku Nagi had the eyes for Hamato Yoshi's girl. And it's so much, in fact, that he tried to rape her. However, Hamato Yoshi saw this, came in, and then literally killed him. Now, because of that, they wound up fleeing to the U.S. However, Oroku Nagi had a brother, a younger brother named Hamato Yoshi. He had a younger brother named Oroku Saki. And Oroku Saki wound up training himself to be a ninja, came back and killed Hamato Yoshi. Now, Hamato Yoshi had a pet rat, and this pet rat basically was released during the struggle. And what happened was is that he wound up wandering to the sewers where somebody got into an accident to the point where like a canister like of some kind of experimental stuff fell off a truck, hit the guy in the head. The canister and the turtles, that he was carrying apparently fell into the sewers, and there you go. I mean, the story does kind of get a little loose, afterwards, but the beginning is extremely good. I like that. It was kind of a, it's kind of a thing, saying people not from the rival ninja clans, but from the same ninja clans clashing to the part where they had to go ahead and start a new life, and that past caught up behind them. It's a great story, but it kind of got weak in the end when you start showing up the turtles and all that. But anyway, this particular story is a lot different. I don't understand why they made this story. Basically, the origin story for the new one is this. There was a guy walking out of the pet store with some turtles. They never say his name, but he saw these guys who just looked really strange, so he did what everyone else would do, and that's follow them, apparently. He followed them to the part where he stepped on a rat. The rat squeaked. The guys saw him. They went to go kick his ass. Oh, wait, you can't kick his ass, because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he knows martial arts. So the martial arts saved him, and what happened was that a canister somehow fell off, and it was part of the ooze as we know it. And what happened was it hit him, and for some reason, despite the fact that he stepped on a rat, but he was wearing like penny loafers, so even though that, he wound up turning into a rat. And then even though those turtles were not in human contact whatsoever, they turned into humans. Now, I understand the regular part, because the regular story, because the mutagen touched both the rats and the turtles, and they all grew up into a humanoid stance. It basically did the whole evolution thing. I get that, but this one, it doesn't even make sense. It makes the 80s science part of it look all genius and all that, but you guys get the idea. Long story short, I don't want to look too deep into it. It's a cartoon after all. Now, the thing is that I'm kind of worried about the storyline. While I haven't seen enough to really get the storyline yet, it's kind of like what I saw was pretty much a demo to give me a hint on what it is. And I can tell you a lot about with the exception of the storyline. Now, I'm thinking the storyline is going to be a bit childish after all. When you're looking at it, the original storyline had to do with revenge. It was like Splinter trained the turtles to be a fighting force for one particular goal, and that was to go ahead and kill Shredder, aka Hiroko Saki. So we understood that. The 2003 Turtles was all about the ninja clans. I mean, the Turtles had their clan, their family, or whatever you want to call it, clan, family, all the same thing. That also includes Casey Jones, which, by the way, was way better in this one than he was in the original 80 cartoons, and April O'Neil. They were all one clan, and Splinter, all of them were one clan against the Foot clan. So it was just definitely a clashing thing going on there. And it got more of a clannish thing as April O'Neil started training to be a ninja as well, when Master Splinter taught her how to be a ninja. One-handed katana, by the way. Her weapon of choice. That was another thing. And this new one, this was funny, really. Okay, so Michelangelo, remember how Michelangelo, for those who remember how Michelangelo had nunchucks in the original one, but then they changed over to like a grappling hook? He has both in this one for some reason. I didn't really understand what was going on with that, but I was like, okay. Long story short, though, I gotta say, I am kind of worried about the storyline, but overall, as of right now, until I realize what the storyline's all about, I got to give it a 6 out of 10. It's a decent animation, decent things. Oh, actually no, not decent animation because April O'Neil looked like something straight from like a I think that was April anyway. She looked like something straight from. Remember how like back in like 1995 when they would just start doing 3D animation, how they looked? She looked just like that. I'm telling you, it was like awful. Anyway, I'm gonna stop it here. Going way out of time thing here. Let me know if you guys think about the new Turtles.